going on, y'all? It's your boy One True Gemini here. We're going to talk about this right here. AirPods Pro 3. Let's get it. Okay, first of all, I will say this is my first ever AirPods. I've never owned AirPods before. Until 2 months ago, I never even thought about, until maybe a year ago, I never thought about owning AirPods. And that's just me personally. I never cared for them until these AirPods, the AirPod Pro 3s. Now my lady has the Pro 2s, which I tried on. I was like, oh, okay. They seem pretty nice, but I was still Pro 2s versus these. Sound quality, battery life. Yeah, still great. However, I got these mainly because of live translation, which when I travel and go to different countries, I carry these with me everywhere I go. When I travel, these are translators that is with the shortcut on the cell phone. But I was like, hold on. Live translation. They talk about the noise canceling being absolutely insane, being great. Let me try them out and see how I like them. First, when you go from, I'm using the ones I use for longest, so skip both left ears. So when you go from this protection to just this place in your ear, I was extremely worried about these falling out. Now, this is how it fits. I'm moving, shaking my head. First person view, shaking my head. Y'all see, shaking my head. It's not falling out. But neither is moving. Now, here's what got me when it came to the the AirPods over these, or actually let's get the new ones out because these are more comparable. Here's what got me: noise cancellation on the AirPod Pro 3s. The noise cancellation on the AirPod Pro 3s. That's what won me for these. Not really the music, not really the audio, which the audio is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, the audio is pretty nice. I prefer the beats, but the noise cancellation is flawless. Like right now, we have people outside doing the lawn. Oh, and here's another thing I really love about this. Hey Siri, turn on noise cancellation. I can't hear the lawn people at all. I can't. Insane. When I have these on, the Power Pro 2s, I can vaguely hear them, just barely. Now, this has an actual physical button. Love it. I don't like the slide touch gestures. I don't like those. Remember, I came from Beats. Everything's buttons. I love that. Coming from the AirPods, these have buttons. I love it. Even with the volume, all I have to do is put my finger there. I can swipe with the volume. That's fine. But play, answer the phone, hang up the phone. I mean, neither one I need to activate her by saying the names, but The noise cancellation is absolutely amazing. Hey Siri, turn off noise cancellation. And I love how I can just tell Siri to do it. That to me is just winning. Now, here's where we want to talk about them. Let's switch back these. So here's where we want to talk about them. Yes, they do have the heart sensor. I want to say the heart sensor. I believe it's these. Yeah, it's this one right here for you. Okay, this one right here where it monitors your heart rate. Of course, PowerBeat Pros does the same thing right here, monitors your heart rate. So let's put that away. Let's talk about the PowerBeat Pro. They do come with 5 different tips. This is the small tips. I'm not sure which one I like more, the mediums or the smalls. I'm not really sure which one I like more, which one has a better cancellation. However, they're both extremely comfortable. No complaints, knowing that they're foam and can't remember what it's called, but knowing that it's both foam too is absolutely amazing. The reason why I call it a downfall, you need your iPhone for the live translation. I wish Apple would install that so where I can just use it off my Apple Watch over the iPhone, because honestly, I use my watch more than anything. You can find me without my phone, with my watch everywhere. I have Apple Pay on here, text messaging, calling, music, podcasts. That's all I need. Podcast, music, text, calling, and Apple Pay right here on the watch. So it would be nice if they can put your live translation mode, or at least upgrade it in the next, system or upgrade. Put it in a watch, let it go through here, and keep it rolling. Because I love my iPhone. I love having my phone, but sometimes it's too heavy. And those of you that knows me knows I like packing light. When I go hiking, I'm normally leave my phone in the car, or depending on where I am, it just stays in my backpack. I'll use these cameras to get my pictures, videos, all that stuff. Or I'll use my watch for navigation. So, downfall, live translation is from the phone only, not the watch. Doesn't make sense. The ecosystem's all one. Why don't you put that feature on a watch? This is an Ultra 2. It should be able to take that, but downfall, number 1. Downfall, number 2, battery life. Now, I know everybody's saying that, hey, you can have these on for now 8 hours, noise cancellation on, ANC on. However, the with noise cancellation on, it's an all-day thing. With the case, it's definitely an all-day thing. You can push it to maybe an extra day or an extra work shift. So 12 hours, maybe push a little more with the case to another 12-hour shift, 24 hours. Amazing. Now, like I said earlier, you can't sleep with these because if you lay on it, button press, Siri's activated, or music's off, or you're calling somebody or something. Can't sleep with them. But when you're active, battery life is amazing, both for device and case. Amazing. Same with the PowerBeats Pro 2. Same thing. Battery life all day. turn on music, headphones, minimum 12 hours, you're rocking. Not an all day thing. How do I say this? When it comes to sleep, I absolutely love these. I do have the option where when I do fall asleep, my audio stops. Great option. So when you're sleeping, your audio, your music, your podcast, your audiobooks will stop playing. YouTube will stop playing until you wake up. Great feature until you at least turn it back on yourself. Great feature. I love that. Does it preserve the battery? I really can't tell you because when I wake up, most times these are dead. And I don't sleep that long. I do look at videos, watch movies on my phone longer than I actually sleep. But every time I woke up, the noise cancellation's off, and they need to be charged. With that being said, isn't an 8-hour battery life 7 to 8 hours? Yeah, I'll say that. Charging this case, however, I see myself putting these in the case more. I'm putting the Beats in the case. That's what I will say. Since I've owned these, I haven't worked with these yet. Mainly because these came in right after I got laid off, so I never got a chance to test them out when it comes to industrial and manufacturing. But I know for a 12-hour shift, I'm charging these guaranteed. Probably charging these by the 5th or 6th hour, in my personal opinion. I do love the adaptive modes. I do love the transparency modes. And like I said, noise cancellation modes. Battery life. When you go from Beats to these, huge difference. Just like with noise cancellation, huge difference between the two. The noise cancellation positive on these, battery life, big negative. That's one thing I will have to say. I do not like the battery life. Now, I know people on YouTube saying, oh, I can finally take a coast-to-coast flight with these on. I will say the only reason that to me that will be a good thing over the Beats is, once again, you can fall asleep with these. The Beats, you lay wrong, you lay awkwardly, you're pressing the button. And when you're pressing the button, it gets annoying. However, I don't know how these will be because you're moving your face around, you're moving your head around, they might fall out the ear. When my son and me is playing, my Beats are not falling out my ears. When me and my son playing with these on, he can easily hit these out my ears quick. So, in my opinion, when you're falling asleep on a plane, I don't want to lose these. So, I don't know if I'll wear them on a plane or not. Unless I have a beanie on or headgear on, not a hat, but like a wrap on or something, bandana on, wave cap on, maybe. I don't know, because the wave cap don't even go over the ears, but I don't know if I would wear these onto a plane. So that's my opinion. Because of battery life, I'm rating these a 7.5, mainly because of battery life. Noise cancellation, 10 out of 10. I've had Bose, I've had the Sonys, great noise cancellation, but I prefer Beats more. When it came to music, when it came to battery life, I just prefer the Beats. So battery mode drops it down. Noise cancellation, great. Audio, I can't compare these to the AirPod Pros 2 because I haven't really worn them when it came to that type of like paying attention to music and really just banging it out. But when I compare them to the Beats, the bass is nice, the mids are pretty decent, the highs, ooh, I think the highs are decent on them. However, I say audio wise, I'll give it a 7.5 as well. Yeah, about 7.5 as well. When it comes to audio, maybe an 8. I'll go up to an 8. Yeah, I'll go up to an 8. When it comes to talking, phone calls, FaceTime, solid. Giving it a 9. Actually, no, I'll give it a 10. 10 out of 10 when it comes to talking. Audio, phone calls, 10 out of 10. When it comes to live translation, like I said, it has to go off the phone, and the phone has to be kind of pointing towards the person you're talking to, which to me, I don't like. I'd rather just keep my phone in my pocket or keep it in my EDC bag. So the live translation feature, hopefully it gets better and better throughout updates, firmware updates and all that. But right now I give it a 4 or 5 in my opinion. Oh, another thing I do love about them, they're wireless charge. MagSafe charge make them better. So easily just throw them on there, bam, charging. It's one thing I wish the Powerbeats did was be a MagSafe. They're not MagSafe. They are wireless charge. However, they're not MagSafe. Where is it? There we go. It's not MagSafe, but it is wireless. These, I love that. So basically, that's my input when it comes to the AirPods 3 Pros or AirPods Pro 3s, however you want to call it. It's your boy, One True Gemini. Thanks for tuning in. Deuces. All in all, I do love the AirPod Pro 3s. I don't love them more than my Beats.